Hey everybody. So I'm really happy to talk about this topic today. And it's kind of rainy, cloudy, cold in Georgia, so it's kind of dark in here. But we'll get through it. So we're gonna talk about how to sell without being salesy. And it's so funny because I just got off a potential client call, and we kind of talked about that. So what I do is I just always share knowledge. Like in Facebook groups, I always talk about tips of how to stay organized, how to start your business, how to get over fear, how to change your mindset, different things. Like, how am I growing my email list? How am I getting clients? Like, I'm just always giving more and more like knowledge, how I'm doing things, how I'm feeling about things, behind the scenes of things, like just sharing. And then once you're sharing so much, people will come to you and want to know more about what exactly you do and what you can help them with. So I always go back to the point of just sharing, just showing up, being visible, giving everything you got, just talking about yourself, talking about the success you have with finding clients, what you're doing for your clients, how it's changed their business. Just share all the information that you have, like what's going on day to day, because once people continue to see you and once you're visible, people will reach out to you and say, hey, what exactly do you do? How can you help me? Or when they're looking for somebody on a certain thing, they'll be like, hey, I always see her talking about this. Let me reach out to her and see if she can help me like one-on-one. So, how you doing? So they will always want to know, like, what can you do for them? But if you go in, it's like pitching, then it's really going to go over their head, because nobody likes to be just sold to. It's like, you don't really want to hear it. So if you just go in and just tell them about what you do, how you do it, how much success you have, how much success you've made for your clients and different things like that, then they'll want to know more. They'll want to know more about you. So that's what I do in Facebook groups all day long, all the time. I just share. I just help other people. And then when someone's struggling with something that I know how to do, I comment, help them, and then maybe they still don't get it. They send me a message. Can you help me? Can you do it for me? Different things like that. So that's how you'll get clients, and you are not even selling anything. And like you have a service, but you're not pitching to them at that exact moment. Hey, Aisha. So that's how you will, like, if you just share everything you got, like whatever you do, like if you're on the phone with a client and you're talking to the client, what would you tell them? Share that same information in Facebook groups. Same exact information. That's all I do. So I just got off a call with a potential client, and it's so funny because me and her was talking about it, and she was talking about how she didn't know what a virtual assistant was like 6 months ago, I think. Her publisher of her book told her that she needed a virtual assistant. So that's one, like I always tell you guys, they don't know what it is. She didn't even know where to look for one. So she just put it on her page that she was looking for one, and then she said she got about 100 responses, and she said, and I'm sending her a proposal over today, because, and these were her words, she said, I wasn't pushy, I was really personable, I was really just asking, I wasn't really selling her anything. I was listening to her problems, listen to what she said she's struggling with, and then I would just give her feedback. I would say, hey, well, I think you can do it this way. I know you can do this to help your business move smoothly, or different things like that. So she really liked the back and forth of our conversation, and she just liked me as a person. Like, she liked what I have to offer. She likes how I run my business. She likes how I think about things. Like, me and her, like, really vibe good together. Like, she's doing the same thing that I'm doing, but on a different, like, in a different industry. So, you just have to talk to people. Like, she wanted me to tell you guys to not be discouraged when it's like 100 people responding to a thing, because a lot of them, she said, it just didn't click. It just wasn't, she wanted someone that she could talk to, like, similar time zones. She wanted someone that spoke English, because she was looking at Fiverr for a lot of different things, and those guys was overseas. And she said that it was just something about me not being pushy, my personality, and like listening to her and letting her vent and do different things like that she was like attracted her to me. So we'll set that up, and then I'll send over a proposal, and most likely we're gonna get the work, because we really did good on the call. So Once you just and then even on the call, I didn't have to tell her anything. Like, she was ready. She was like, send me a proposal, and I didn't even have to tell her anything. She was like, send me a proposal. Let's, we're ready to get started and things like that, because it's just a conversation. The same way that I'm talking to you guys, I was talking to her. I was like, well, you should do this because that will help, and that's what I'm doing in my business, and it's been good, and or different things like that. So whatever your expertise is, just share it with the clients and share it in Facebook groups, share it on your Facebook posts. Just share all that information out, and then you will attract those clients to come to you because they want to know more. They want to know exactly how you can help their business, what you can do for them. Like, maybe they have this part in place, but they don't know another part. So that's really how I sell without being salesy. Like, I don't go in, I'm not super pushy with anyone. If anybody has ever messaged me, emailed me, they know I don't really pitch to them. Like, I only would tell them, okay, well, I don't even sell anything. Like, I have a workbook right now. So, and I'm not even pushing that, like, hard. So I know that people will come to you and buy from you when it's the right time that they were ready to buy. And when you've been constantly putting out good content and constantly helping people, then they will want to buy from you. You won't even have to, like, pitch. They will just come to you money in hand, like, can you please help me? I know you're really good at this, so just help me out. So that's what I've been doing. And that's how I sell without being salesy. Show up, provide value, like tips, knowledge, whatever, success, wins, even your losses. Like, you just show you're a human. Like, they really want to get to know you. And then, like, of course, like I said back in my call, she just liked my personality. She liked that, the way I think. She liked the way I do things. She liked that we see it like we have the same views on certain topics. So just show your personality and show up, and then they'll reach out to you. And then even, okay, let's say on different posts, when they're asking about virtual assistants, then people will recommend you. I have people tag me in different stuff like, oh yeah, Neka Said can help you with that. If you want to start a virtual assistant, go to Neka Said. And I get messages all the time and say, hey, somebody recommend me. I'm like, well, thank you. But yeah, just show up, and people will support you. Just like you guys support me. So that's how I sell without being salesy. Like, I really rarely even, I don't even know if I ever did, like, a pitch. I think in the beginning, I did, like, a pitch because I needed money, like, fast. Like, I was fired, so, I got to get the money. So, of course, I was sending it out. But even like, I can remember the long-term client that I have now. She told me after me and her signed, I think it was, like, a month in or something. She was like, oh my God, you are the first one that sent me a message that didn't have any kind of typos in it, and like different things like that. She was saying, like, it wasn't just typos, it was just people, I don't know, it was the grammar, spelling, a lot of different things that would happen back in the back. And she was like, I wanted to go with somebody else. So a lot of people, you will be in a sea of responses, but if you just be you, then you will win. Like, you have to look at it like that. So that's how I sell without being salesy. Be personable, share information, and show up. And that's all you gotta do. Do you guys have any kind of questions? Let's see what time it is. Okay, 2:30. I got a little time. If you have any kind of questions for your certain situation, drop them. But, that's all I got for today. We got one more day. Tomorrow is Friday. But I always work on the weekend, so that doesn't change anything. But it's Friday. It'll be Friday. I don't think we have any kind of questions. If we don't have any kind of questions, then I will jump off. And then I will see you guys tomorrow. And, of course, I'm in the group. You can message me, email me. But thank you so much for your support. I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow.